Sinabi mo kanina na ang purpose ninyo is to implement Project Tokhang. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano ba yung Project Tokhang?
Sir,
Ano po dapat ang gawin ng pulis doon?
ang pagkakaintindi ko po dun sa Oplan Tokhang is
Hindi dapat yung pagkaintindi mo eh. Ano ang sinasabi ng higher headquarters dapat ang masunod? Hindi po yung iyong pagkaintindi. Kaya may diferensya yon. Pero kung nag-implement kayo na isang bagay na hindi nyo alam, may magkakalintik-lintik na tayo. Diba? Hindi mo alam kung anong diferensya nun eh. Matanong nga kita. Ano po ba ang protocol na gagawin sa Oplan or Project Tokhang, which is differentiated from Oplan double barrel? Kasi yung Tokhang is the lower barrel. Kumbaga yung shotgun, dalawa eh, lower upper o hindi magkatabi.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Yes, kung
I'd like to ask Attorney Conti, yung sa mga kaso niyo po, sa lahat po ng na-handle niyo po na kaso, especially yung namatay na vigilante style na namatay, at hindi pa na-identify yung mga assailants, hanggang ngayon wala pa pong progress report.
Yes po.
Lahat yon.
Lahat.
How many are those?
Of the 200 families that we have, I would say at least, the ones I'm familiar with, at least 10.
10.
At least 10. Pero there could be others na hindi namin nasinsin pa. Pero in these 10 cases, we have been monitoring and checking kung as in the case of Jane Lee, yung parang progress report nila came a few days after the incident and it says nothing.
So, yung sinabi niyo pong 200, these are cases that you're familiar with. But
Yes,
not
Your
necessarily the ones you're handling.
Yes, as shared yesterday or the other day, Your Honor,
Yesterday.
we have 200 families, 20 of which we tried to build up, 6 for filing, 6 which we were able to file in court, 2 which we brought to court, 1 of which we got conviction. So parang dadaan po sa butas ng karayom.
So, ibig sabihin, yung sinabing walang progress report, does that also mean that we do not, up to now, know the suspects? Identified the suspects?
Yung pong, yes po, for the 10, definitely until now, wala pa pong suspect or wala pa pong movement doon sa incident. In fact, we are actually thinking of going to CIDG kasi yung original perspective namin, CIDG takes on cold cases. So, if 6 months after, hindi pa na huhuli yung suspect. But unfortunately, in the places where this happened, Bulacan, Caloocan, parang hindi masyadong magaling ba yung CIDG. So, we're thinking of going to national or...
Did you give us the copy of all those cases?
We committed yesterday to give a copy of the police reports and the statuses of some cases po.
Yes,
we will
that
submit.
Yes, so that I think the PNP now, based on the General Bakay's responses, na gusto, i-ano nila, okay, para pag-progress report. Maybe we can start from there, no? Can we be assured that after 7 years, ilang years nitong mga ilang years na po itong mga kaso na to?
Karamihan 7 years.
7
Some
years.
6, 2018, 2019.
General Bakay.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
We'll be glad to assist.
And can you also coordinate, Mr. Chair, no? Attorney Conti, can you also, if there are progress reports that you received, can you also inform this committee so that we can also keep track on the progress of these cases?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have any other victims to present, Attorney Conti?
Your Honor, in the record of the committee, I think the other victim whose kumbaga perpetrators were someone are those in the case of Efren Morillo. That case is handled by Center Law, Attorney Gilbert Andres.
We have PO1 James Agarao present with us today. Am I right? You please sit right here so we could be able to, asan yung...
Your Honor, we don't handle this case. Again, it's Center Law. But if the committee would have questions to PO1 Agarao.
So PO1 Agarao, Please explain yourself. What happened to the Efren Murillo et al. Case in Payatas, Quezon City?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yung operation po namin is Oplan Tokhang po.
Were you involved in the shooting of Efren Murillo?
I was in the area, sir, pero hindi po ako nagpaputok dun.
So you were not involved in the shooting, but you were in the area.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're under oath, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, who were involved in the shooting then?
Our team leader, sir, PO3 Alan Formulesa.
PO3 Alan Formilesa,
Yes.
which is not present today, even if we invited him to come.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, we did. No, and there's no explanation, correct? So have we made a motion for a cost order for this guy? To issue a cost order for the guy?
Mr. Chair, if I may ask, how many times did we extend invitation to particular individual?
Ayun
Once.
pa lang. Oo.
And did we receive any
No.
reply?
We have invited PO3 Alan Formilesa and PO1 Melchor Nabisaga, but they did not be able to come, and they didn't even explain through
This is the
letter.
expertise of Manong Romy. Manong Romy hindi daw nag-attend. Without any explanation.
Hindi pa. Sige, mag-motion ka na to issue cost order.
Mr. Chair, is the according to the rules that any invited guest who fails to attend this committee with no submitted reasons or justifications as to their absences or their absence, we will issue a show cause order.
So therefore, all of those that weren't able to attend and did not properly explain should be issued show cause order so that
That's
they could be compelled to come.
Yeah, because
That's
that would
the
be
motion.
unfair. Yes, that would be unfair to our guests.
Is there a second? Moved and seconded that a show cause order would be issued to them. Hearing no objection, then it's approved. Okay, in the Murillo case muna, no? Okay, so you were not actually there in the shooting, but you were in the area.
Yes.
So please explain to us what happened.
Sir, may order po kasi sa amin, sir, na puntahan yung subject namin, which is the residence of Marcelo Daa, subjected drug pusher in the area of Payatas particularly.
Yun, sino yun?
Marcelo Daa po.
Siya yung drug pusher.
Yes, sir. Yung subject
Yes.
talaga namin, sir.
Yung Efren Murillo, hindi.
No, sir. Specifically, Marcelo Daa po yung
Where is
sa akin
Police
yung ticket.
Major Emil Garcia? Police Major Emil Garcia? You'll please come over here, okay, because you're also involved. Meron legal counsel, no? Si Attorney Stephen David. Diyan ba siya? Okay. All right. So, let us first hear the explanation of PO1 James Agarao, and then afterwards, I'll be asking you, Major Garcia, on your explanation on this. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. As I said before, may order po kami na puntahan yung residence ni Marcelo Daa to conduct
Who ordered?
our team leader, sir, PO3 Alan Formulesa.
Mr. Chair, before we proceed,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
may I know if this is the first time that he will appear in this hearing?
This is the first time.
And did he take his oath?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then po yung nung na-orderan po kami ni PO3 Alan Formulesa dun sa pupuntahan naming residence ni Marcelo Daa, pinuntahan na po namin dun sa mismong lugar sa may Group 9 Sitio Rolling Hills, Payatas. And then pagdating namin dun sa area, meron kaming nadaanan ng mga kapitbahay niya, which is in the name of Lea Barcelona. Kapatid po yun nung kapitbahay ni Marcelo Daa. Tinanong ko po kung kilala nila si Marcelo Daa, kung saan yung bahay. Ang sabi po sa amin, doon po sa may tindahan sa may baba kasi bangin po yung dinadaanan namin eh. So sa bandang baba po meron pong flattened area po doon. May mga bahay po na nakatayo. Yung dito po sa pinakagilid, yung andun po yung bahay ni Marcelo Daa. And then nung pagdating namin doon, may mga nakita kami naman nagkakarakrus. Sinabihan na namin na tigilan nyo na yan, baka mahuli kayo. Kasi hindi naman sila talaga yung subject namin, kaya hinayaan na lang namin. Tapos, nauna po kasi si PO3 Alan Formileza, nauna sa amin, siguro mga 5 meters away ang layo niya sa amin. Then may narinig kami na parang tiyahin yata ni Marcelo Daa yun eh. Nagsumbong kay PO3 Alan Formileza, na sabi, yung taguan nila nandun sa likod ng bahay. Parang kubol siya, sir eh. Then nung pinunta ni Sir Alan yung lugar, merong parang sumigaw doon na hindi kami papahuli ng buhay. Yun ang pagkadinig ko, sir. Nasa likod ko si Melchor Nabisaga, magkasunod lang kami. Then nakarinig kami ng putukan. Hindi na namin nakikita yung putukan kasi, sir. Nasa gilid ng bahay yun, sir eh. Nasa harapan kami mismo, tapat kami ng tindahan. Nagkakaputukan, hindi na namin alam yung masyadong nangyari kasi masyado mabilis yung pangyayari, sir eh. Siguro mga 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, ganun lang ang putukan. Then after, pinuntahan namin yung crime scene. Nakita namin may nakabulagta na 3 tao dun sa harap ng kubol, sir. Sa kubol mismo. Then pagsilip ko dun sa loob, nakita namin yung subject namin, si Marcelo Daa, na nandun, patay na rin. Tapos, nasa harapan nila yung mga tuter. 2 tuter yun, parang bote ng 1.5. Tapos may mga straw. May mga sachet rin ng suspected shabu. And then may nakita kami mga baril. So hindi na namin pinakilamanan yung mga gamit na yun kasi evidence na yun, sir. Sinecure na namin kaagad. Para sa SOCO, inantay na namin. Tapos, tinanong namin si Sir Alan kung anong nangyari. Yun nga, meron daw nakatakas ng 3 tao. Then, after, yun nga, dumating na yung SOCO, dumating na yung first responders, yung mga kasama namin doon sa Bagong Silangan. Then, lastly, dumating si Police Major Emil Garcia. Siya yung pinakahuling dumating, sir. Tapos, nalaman na lang namin na meron palang nahuli sa San Mateo Police na ospital na may tama ng baril dito. Doon namin nalaman na mayroong nabuhay si Efren Murillo po. Doon na namin and then sabi ko baka ito na nga yun, na shootout daw yun. Dinala ng San Mateo Police sa Station 6. Then dinala na sa East Avenue. Then the rest is history na, sir. Doon na nagkakaso-kaso na kami.
Okay, yes, Attorney Conti, na buhay ba si Efren Murillo?
Yes, Your Honor. With deference to the lawyers of Efren Murillo, may I share the version?
Okay na ba siya?
of Efren
Magaling na ba siya?
I think, sir, Your Honor, but he is under protective custody. Because, so number 1, Your Honor,
So he's not here.
he's not here. I don't think he was summoned. And I think at the last hearing, Attorney Gilbert Andres said that you can direct the summons to him. But 1, Efren Murillo was charged in this case with direct assault. So ito po yung, well, hindi siya namatay, no? Pero di umano siya yung laban. Kinasuhan po siya ng direct assault. Nanalo po siya sa kasong yon dahil yung version na kinakwento ni PO1 Agaraw, yeah, was, well, it was their version versus Efren Murillo's version. Nung pinagbangga, mas kapanipaniwala po kayong Efren Murillo. In that proceedings, Your Honor, the version of Murillo was that nangungutang po siya kay Marcelo Daa. Sabi ni Daa, wait lang, ganyan. Tapos habang naghihintay, parang naglaro sila ng konti. Maya-maya, dumating yung mga pulis at pinatay sila. Si Efren Murillo, nagpanggap pong patay. So marami kasi ngang binarel. Nagpanggap na patay, at umalis saglit yung mga pulis. Itong si Efren ay gumapang palabas ng bahay papunta sa may highway. May nakita daw po siyang pulis, and I'm referring to some documents that are clipped in a report. Actually, this case has been heavily featured in many news reports, Your Honor. In this report, it says na si Efren Murillo nakagapang, nakakita ng pulis pero natatakot siya. So ginapang niya yung sarili niya hanggang makakita siya ng trusted personnel and eventually ended up in the hospital. Pag dun sa ospital, yun na, medyo nagja-jive na po yung kwento. Pinahuli na nila dahil ito daw ay kumbaga nanlaban at ang kaso ni Efren Murillo ay direct assault. This case was tried before, I think, Quezon City, no? Ito yung branch 42. He was acquitted of those charges. Now, unfortunately, at the previous hearing din yata, if I recall, Attorney Andres mentioned that Murillo filed counter charges against the policemen. So siya naman po ang nagsampa ng kaso sa mga police. Unfortunately, at that time, it had just been dismissed. So perhaps we can coordinate with Attorney Andres for the submission of these decisions. The acquittal of Murillo, believing his story over that of the story of the policeman, and perhaps the dismissal by the ombudsman of the counter charges, Your Honor.
Dinismiss ng ombudsman yung counter charges.
Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, on the same, kumbaga similar charge, grounds of presumption of regularity of duty, self-defense, and lawful performance of duty. Thereabouts yung, kumbaga, grounds to dismiss the charges.
How can he be acquitted of any crime but the counter charges would also be dismissed?
Well, it depends on the appreciation, pero from what it appears, the ombudsman, kahit na parang napatunayan na hindi siya yung nanlaban, parang siguro yung decision ng ombudsman ay hindi man siya nanlaban pero hindi din, kumbaga, nung binaril siya, justified ang
But he
police.
was not in the list.
No, Your Honor. It
No,
was
he's not.
clear that he was not part of any list.
Okay.
Kaya lang, ang nagpupilit lang po niya na medyo part siya ng operation ay itong mga pulis. Kasi sinasabi ng mga pulis, nung nilapitan pa nga nila yung bahay, may sumigaw daw na, hindi kami pahuhuli ng buhay. Sabi ng court, parang hindi naman kapanipaniwala yan. Kaya, it's the other version, Your Honor.
Medyo Garcia, will you please explain your part?
Your Honor, si Efren Murillo po at yung apat na namatay, kasama po yan sa mga report ng binibigay ng Barangay Commonwealth, Barangay Bagong Silangan, Barangay Old Balara, tsaka po ni Consular Ludovica, yung punta po sa termino ng Barangay Captain po ng Batasan Hills. Kaya yung po sinasabing hindi po kasama po yan. At meron po report po, IR, na ipasa po kay Sir Patay, na na-receive ko rin po hanggang saan po, kaya sa dito at sa opisina po ng district director po namin that time. Kay Gerald Yesar po, sir. Kaya kasama po siya sa ano. At hindi lang po sa drugs po yan, pati po sa robbery hold-up. Pinapangalanan po yung grupo na yan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, sige, tuloy mo. So, naniniwala ka na si Efren Murillo kasama.
Yes, sir. Kasi nasa ano po yan eh. Sinasabi po sa akin yan, prior po sa insidente.
Bakit na-acquit ng korte?
Doon po sir sa sa direct assault po sir. Ang paliwanag po sir sa amin ng piskal, yung huling-huling mga, kasi 3 lipat po sir, Your Honor po, 3 lipat po ng ng korte. Yung branch 133, yung pong huling-huling piskal na nagpaliwanag po sa akin, kung yan si Murillo, pininpoint ni Formaleza, na yan ang mismo na maril, sana guilty yan. Ang problema kay Formaleza, generic ang sagot niya. Lahat pinartikular niya. Dapat sana pininpoint niya na si Murillo ang isa sa namaril para si Murillo guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Yun po ang paliwanag po sa akin nung fiscal po. Na kasi mag-EMR po sana kami ang sabi po sa akin, kahit naman mag-EMR ka, kahit basahin mo transcript wala kang masabi na si Murillo mismo ang namaril na pinipinpoint, positive identification. Wala kang ganun. Kaya kahit saan marting yan, laglag pa rin yan, talo pa rin kayo. Kaya ang lapis sa nakipormalesa. Yes, sir. Kaya po, Your Honor, yun po ang dahilan. Kaya po hindi kami nag-MR na. Kasi wala naman daw pong papupuntahan dahil mismo kay P.O.3 Formaleza nang galing po na sinasabi na hindi mismo na hindi niya po pinpoint positive identification na si Murillo ang namaril. Generic po kasi ang sagot po Bali lahat po sila namutok. Yun po ang paliwanag po ng piskal.
Do we have any of our colleagues that would like to ask questions to Major Garcia here.
Mr. Chair, sige. Major Garcia,
Opo, Your Honor.
could you please give me your 3 previous assignments before dito sa insidente?
Sir, batch 2000 po ako, Your Honor eh. 2002, sir, pag-graduate ko po ng PSPRC. 2002 hanggang 2009 sa SWAT po, sir, ako ng sa Bigutan. Selari po, sir. 2009, sir, nag-ano po ako, nag-schooling po ako ng CREDEC. Kaya napunta po ako na detail po, sir, ako sa IAS NCR. Panahon po ni Gerald Iper Magbanwa. Tapos po, na-assign naman po ako ng 2011 or 12 po yata nung sa Station 6, kung saan po doon po ako nakapag-lateral entry. Tapos pagka-graduate ko po, nakabalik din po ako ng batasan. Ayun po, hanggang sa 2017, yung na-issuean po, na-relieve po kami dahil sa reklamo po kay Murillo. Yung natapon po ako ng Marikina po, Your Honor, hanggang sa Pasig po.
Pero hindi ikaw ang head ng batasan.
Ano po, ako lang po yung PCP commander po that time.
Sino ang boss niyo?
Si Sir Patay po, sir, nung sa incident po na to.
Okay, thank you. Anong ranko mo iyo?
Staff Sergeant, sir.
Staff Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Anong apelyido? Agaraw. Sinabi mo kanina na ang purpose ninyo is to implement Project Tokhang. Tama po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano ba yung Project Tokhang?
Sir,
Ano po dapat ang gawin ng pulis doon?
ang pagkakaintindi ko po dun sa Oplan Tokhang is
Hindi dapat yung pagkaintindi mo eh. Ano ang sinasabi ng higher headquarters dapat ang masunod? Hindi po yung iyong pagkaintindi. Ano?
yes, sir, knock and plead, sir, doon sa mga drug personalities na nakalista doon sa listahan ng BADAC, sir.
Anong diferensya nito sa Oplan double barrel? Kasi ang pagkaalam ko yung Project Tokhang is the lower barrel. Yun ang tawag nyo ng mga pulis doon eh. Kaya may diferensya yon. Pero kung nag-implement kayo na isang bagay na hindi nyo alam, may magkakalintik-lintik na tayo. Diba? Hindi mo alam kung anong diferensya nun eh. Matanong nga kita. Ano po ba ang protocol na gagawin sa Oplan or Project Tokhang, which is differentiated from Oplan double barrel? Kasi yung Tokhang is the lower barrel. Kumbaga yung shotgun, dalawa eh, lower upper o hindi magkatabi. Di po ba? Oh, Mr. Chairman, if you are implementing something that you do not know, talaga nga magkakaproblema. Marami pong salamat, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo kaya sagutin yun.
Meron po kasing memorandum circular doon, sir, eh. Hindi po ako aware doon sa memo.
Would you implement something that you're even aware of?
Sir, nung time po kasi na yun is sumusunod lang kami sa mga utos ng mga nakakataas, sir.
Sumusunod ka lang sa mga nakakataas na hindi mo alam kung bakit.
Mr. Chair, in relation to that, alam nyo po na yung gagawin nyo under the Oplan double barrel, alam nyo mo pong peligro, no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alam nyo po yung pupuntahan yung lugar, baka magkaroon ng resistance at magkaroon ng arm encounter, hindi ho ba?
At that time, sir, hindi ko po naiisip yung mga ganong bagay, sir, kasi
Anong
maganda po yung purpose nung
Yes,
pagpunta
I know.
namin, sir.
Pero ang tinatanong ko lang po is, kasi yung follow-up ko lang po dun sa tanong ni Congressman Acop, kailan po ba ito nangyari? Itong insidente kay Murillo?
August 21, 2016, Your Honor.
21, 2016. Okay. Ito po ba yung, Tokhang pa ito o double barrel?
Yung Tokhang po, yung unang-una. Double barrel.
Double barrel na.
Ano, sir?
Pero may mga insidente na po na mga nagkakaroon ng encounter before na nangyari itong Murillo, no? Aware na po kayo?
Hindi po ako aware, sir.
Okay. So, pero alam nyo na yung gagawin nyo is mapipiligro kayo. Alam nyo po ba yun? Aware na ho kayo doon?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oo. Aware na kayo doon. Mr. Chair, I find it very, I find it, yung tanong kasi ni General Acop, I know that you're following orders from your superior, but at the very least, since you are putting yourself at risk by doing your job, you would at least know how you would be able to execute those orders, no? So I find it rather unusual na hindi nila ma-differentiate and they cannot give us at least how they would understand, how they would understand these orders and how would they act according to the protocols, inclusive or part of the orders given to them by their superior. That's all, Mr. Chair. Kasi at stake ang buhay mo, of course, you would naturally you would ask for something. Ano ba?
Major, anong palagay mo sa sagot ni PO1 Agaraw?
Your Honor, ang kulang lang po sa konting paliwanag po yun na ang ano po talaga double reloaded po. Ay double barrel. Ang ano lang po ron, katok at pakiusap. Ngayon po yung kung nai-distinct
Katok at pakiusap, patay. Nakapatay kayo.
Your Honor, unfortunate lang po kasi yun. Nagkataon lang po na mayroong imminent danger. Kaya po dumating sa punto na kinakailangan pagtanggol yung sarili nila, yung mga napalaban. Yun naman po sir ang nangyayari. Your Honor, yun po nangyayari dun eh. Meron po may imminent danger. Kaya that's the time po para pagtanggol nila yung sarili nila.
May kulanong salita na ang ibig sabihin dito ay ang pagkakaisa. Bunyog Party List. Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na. Halika na, Bunyog Party List ka na.
Sa susunod, ang atinang suportahan, Bunyog Party List, nagtataguyod ng katotohanan, lumalaban para sa bayan.